I'm Ezra Raya, and this is the Manila Times. Tensions in the West Philippine Sea is approaching its boiling point as the United States, Japan, Australia, and the Philippines held maritime exercises at the highly contested waters, demonstrating unity in the face of Chinese aggression. The first multilateral maritime cooperative activity, or MMCA, in the West Philippine Sea was conducted last April 6 to 7. On the other hand, on the same day, April 7, China also conducted its own naval and aerial combat patrols in the same area. China claims nearly the entire South China Sea, despite competing claims from other countries, including the Philippines. With all joint military cooperation, few lawmakers are still against adding fuel to the fire and vote for de-escalation of matters in the West Philippine Sea. Here with us is Makabayan Bloc lawmaker, House Deputy Minority Leader, ACT Teachers Party List Representative, Congresswoman Franz Castro. Welcome to the Manila Times, ma'am. Ma'am, maritime exercises was successfully concluded po, ano? So between the United States, Japan, Australia, Philippines, pati China na nga rin po ay meron ding sariling combat patrols on the same day in the same area. And after this will be followed by the biggest Balikatan military exercises from April 22 to May 10. So, ma'am, in your own opinion po, what do you think are the implications of these military operations for the Philippines and for the province of Batanes?
Una-una, no, yung province of Batanes ay isang masyadong probinsya and rural areas. At ito rin ay, this is a tourist destination. Yes, kapag merong mga military exercises dito, so tingin natin ma-disturb ang community, and Batanes would be a target of China just in case yung uh, the tension between the US and the China about on Taiwan would escalate. So yan yung magiging epekto, no, at saka we are concerned about the, of course, the impact of this military balikatan exercises to the environment, to the peace in the community, and of course to the lives of our kababayan in Batanes.
Marami din po nagsasabi no na in other newspapers that it's a ticking time bomb na po ano.
Well, hindi ano no, hindi malayo na magiging very soon na itong um, tension between the US and China. At ngayon din there are other exercises and monitoring in the West Philippine Sea, di ba? In the West Philippine Sea, including other countries, not only the US. So tingin natin mag-escalate talaga yung tension between US and China dito. And well, considering din na gagamitin yung ating probinsya, yung Batanes, na hindi naman ito before named as one of the EDCA sites or one of the site. So hindi natin alam paano nangyari na-include yung Batanes. So tingin natin uh, the tension escalates um, dito sa area, dito sa West Philippine Sea, at kawawa naman ang Pilipinas, no, madadamay sa US and China.
So mas ang posisyon niyo po ma'am, you would vote for de-escalation of the tensions in the West Philippine Sea.
Well, sa amin ang posisyon namin sa Makabayan, we go for the demilitarization of the West Philippine Sea. At syempre, out itong mga balikatan na ito at saka yung mga EDCA, itong mga military exercises na to ay hindi naman niya napakinabangan. Kahit na ilang beses na nagmi-military exercises ang Pilipino at ang US, with the US, ay nagiging ginagamit lang naman to against the Filipino eh. No? Yung ginagawa ngayon ng mga aerial bombing sa Northern Luzon, no, yun dun lang napakinabangan itong exercises ng military ng US at ang Pilipinas. Well, hindi naman din ready na ang ating bansa na makipag-war against sa China. Kaya talagang ano no, it's a waste of time, waste of resources. At syempre in the long run madadamay tayo no doon sa war between US and China.
Ma'am, what other ways can we achieve stability in the region po kaya? In the region surrounding the South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea?
Well, siguro number uh, one solution is that we escalate na no yung complaints of the incursion of China to our exclusive economic zone to higher I mean institutions in the United Nations. So although nanalo tayo sa UNCLOS, so dapat mai-follow up natin ito at sabihin natin na talaga nagkakaroon ng malaking problema at alam naman niya ng United Nations, di ba? Number two, kung papayag lang ibang mga bansa without considering yung economic partnership ng China with Malaysia, Brunei, ano pa ba, yung Indonesia, Vietnam, those who are with stake in the South China Sea or West Philippine Sea, joint monitoring talaga na walang military, no? Talagang magkaroon din ng malayang pamamalakaya on those countries. And then number three, um, siguro panahon na rin na pag-isipan din ng gobyerno na magpondo at mag-build din ng structure natin doon sa lugar ng West Philippine Sea so that na bantayan natin yung ating exclusive economic zone.
On another topic po, so ano po yung comment nila kay Kibuloy po, yung condition niya for his arrest despite having an FBI warrant issued 3 years ago. Ano pong masasabi nila doon?
Isa lang ko diyan sumuko ka na, no? Dapat magpaloob na siya doon sa rule of court or rule of law. Anyway, sinasabi naman niya he doesn't respect the Senate or even in the House of Representatives, hindi rin siya dumadalo. So, yan, meron na siyang kaso, no? Alleged na mga abuse against women and children. He should face that, no. Anyway, that is the proper that is the proper venue for criminal cases, but of course iba din syempre yung sa Senate at yung House. Iba kasi yung purpose ng Senate and House in aid of legislation, dapat dumalo rin siya doon. So yun lang yung masasabi ko, sumuko na siya at harapin niya yung lahat ng mga kaso niya.
Ma'am, what do you think can we do laws to protect these type of abuses po as a religious leader? I mean, is there legislation that can be passed to avoid another religious leader having this type of power?
Well, yun nga yung purpose, no? At the Makabayan Block, we have also House Resolution in aid of legislation, itong mga alleged abuses of Pastor Kibuloy. So doon natin makikita talaga kung ano pa yung mga legislation na pwede pang maidagdag natin, especially that parang wala tayong legislation on religious organizations na nagkakaroon ng abuse, whether it is sexual or itong mga ginagamit yung mga bata for donation, for contribution, etc. At yun nga no, meron kaming resolution for that na dapat yun ang yun ang venue at way that we could uh, craft a bill from that resolution sana. So kung nagtutuloy-tuloy yan, makakagawa ng resolution, makakagawa ng batas kahit na dun sa Senate. Malakas ang loob yata ni Kibuloy dahil may mga protector siya, no? Yung kanyang mga best friends, yung mga Dutertes. Dapat mapayuhan na rin siya na pumaloob siya sa rule of law. Lalong-lalo na especially si Vice President Sara Duterte na nagtatanggol sa kanya before na kung friend siya dapat ay at siya ay meron ding pagmamalasakit doon sa mga biktima ni Kibuloy, dapat payuhan niya si Kibuloy na to come out and face the law.
Ma'am, Since Kibuloy has outstanding cases here locally in the Philippines, and he also has a warrant of arrest in the FBI. So will he stand trial and here or in the United States po kaya?
Well, magkaiba yata yung ano no, magkaiba yung mga cases. So, kailangan niyang harapin lahat yun. So, hindi
Lahat.
ko lang alam, no, hindi rin ako masyadong maalam dun sa mga legal proceedings. Kung mauuna ba ang ano ba, kung US, maaaresto siya, dadalhin siya sa US. And I think yung government natin is working out for extradition with the US, extradition treaty with the US, kaugnay doon sa mga kaso ni Kibuloy. Pero ngayon, dapat harapin niya muna yung mga local cases niya rito sa Philippines.
Very well said, ma'am. At maraming salamat po ulit, House Deputy Minority Leader, ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro. Maraming salamat po, ma'am.